Do you think that if you hadn't had that stubborn mindset at the beginning, that you would still be here?
No, I would have been gone because the last 3 years have been really rough. So my last chemo in 2019 was administered wrong. Instead of 4 hours, I was infused in 45 minutes. I went into shock. My heart is damaged, my kidney, my liver. I was having 2 to 3 seizures a day. I was swimming one day in the pool. I had a seizure in the pool. If my friend Jessie wasn't there, I would have drowned. One day, somebody came to my house and they found me unresponsive. I had to do chest compressions until the ambulance came. So I would have already been gone if, I don't know, I always had the survival instinct.
You always had the fucking bring it on. That's why you love rugby so much.
Exactly.
What did getting 4.5 hours of treatment in 45 minutes do? Did it just absolutely crash all your systems?
So when that happened, my oncologists, they were fearing for my vital organs to shut down. Because normally your body can't take it.
Did someone type something in the computer
The nurse forgot
wrong?
to change the settings on the machine. So as of that day, I know how strong my body is because I should have not survived that one.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm still shocked that I'm not glowing in the dark yet.
Can we send you to Chernobyl to do
Sure.
you can go do some research,
Yeah.
you'd be good to go.
Yeah.
You could be TikTok famous as fuck, just
I
walking
know,
in
right?
there like, what's up?
Glowing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of downs, but I learned from it, made me stronger. And
You seem like a very independent, strong person. When you're sick, is it hard for you to have to turn to friends, loved ones, family, and say, "Could you please help me? I can't feed myself." Is that a tough?
yeah, I
can't
still
even-
try to do everything myself.
Yeah.
And I don't have any family in the United States. So it makes it a little bit harder, but I have a big friend group that are my extended family, but I always try to do it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get mad, like, why didn't you call?
Because I'm me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm like, I'm stubborn.
I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
It's just sort of comes with the package. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you knew that.
exactly.
And that's actually
Part
why
of it.
that's why you're my friend, because I'm red.
Yeah.
The journey from 26 years old to now having defeated cancer for the 7th time, what have you learned about yourself that you may have learned if you had led like a normal conventional life, but that you learned way faster, other than just I'm hard to beat and I can't be held down and I'm stubborn? Were there other things that you learned maybe about yourself or about life that you wouldn't have learned any other way?
Oh, I think if I wouldn't have gone through this so many times, now I am so happy for every day. And I don't beat myself down as much as I used to, right? Because life is so beautiful. Mm-hmm. We all have struggles. There's no one in this world that does have not a struggle. It might be a loss of a job, financial, like a breakup, a divorce, an illness. Everybody's dealing with something, right?
Preach. Yep.
And I've learned that you have to change your mind. You have to trick it sometimes. But once you're used to it, it comes automatically. If I have a bad day today, hell what? Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah.
I'll try it again. If it doesn't happen then, I'll take the next day.
Sure.
Yeah.
The beating yourself up, like when you say that, are you saying like, if you do have a bad day, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, man, I'm just not here for it today. And I know it's going to kind of be a through the motions day before the day even, and I try.
Yeah.
Right? I do. I like stay on my disciplines and routines, but throughout the day I'm just like, come on. Like, where's it at? Where's the fire? Like, I carry the fire. Where is it today?
Yeah.
And then the next day if it's there, I'll be like super grateful, but I'm like, why isn't it always there? Or that the beating of yourself up thing is something that I feel like we all do, but we don't like to talk about it because
Yeah.
it's kind of a downer. You don't go to
Yeah.
the 4th of July barbecue and be like, "What's up? I'm over here beating myself
Yeah,
up."
no.
But when we do talk about it with each other, we share like the strength
Mm-hmm.
and experience with one another. When you say trick your brain, what do you mean by that?
So when I'm not feeling good, I wake up or I have like a bad day, and I'm thinking like, okay, it's not good, or I feel like not depressed, but like you're like a little down, or it's not going how. I just start telling myself like, damn, it's a beautiful day. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, right? Because you can do the opposite. If you wake up good and you say like, I'm not feeling good. If you keep telling yourself that at the end of the day, you're not gonna be feeling good. Because your brain connects with your body, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever you
It
put in here,
runs
it's
it.
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
So I always talk to myself every day on my way to work.
really.
30-minute drive. I'm like, you got this. Let's do it.
The
Come on.
self-talk. Do you
Bring
talk
it
out
on.
loud?
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
People will look at me like,
Fuck them. I do the
All
same
right, I'm
thing.
like-
Or I'll do my truck has this weird rear view mirror. Like it's so fancy. Like it's a camera, but it's too low if I put it on the reflector setting. Because
Okay.
I don't know. Like the seat wasn't made. Very few things in my life are like made to fit. Like,
Yeah.
So I'll flip it off the camera and I'll be like, let's fucking go, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When you are around other people and people want to bring all of this up to you, they want to hear your story. Does that get old sometimes? Are you
No,
like,
no, not at all. Like when I started writing my book, the whole point was like, I want to share my story. I want to give people courage, like inspiration, like hope, whatever they need. So if I need to talk about it like 100 times, I don't care. That's why I start doing motivational speaking.
what cancer fight was it? Like, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 where you were like, this is happening to me for a reason. I'm not going to ask why it's happening. I just
It
know.
was the last one.
Really?
The big
Where you-
one, 2019. Yeah.
where you had the 45 minutes of,
Yeah.
and you just,
Yep.
how were you unconscious for
I
a
was
period?
out for,
How long?
I believe. I remember that I finished my chemo, and then the next thing I remembered, I woke up at ICU the next day. Wow. Yeah.
Did you feel like you had to reteach yourself how to talk, or was it slow getting back? No,
No.
just kind of popped back up. Did they have you like just
I was
running
hooked up
stable and they were
to,
just taking
yeah,
all your
like
vitals?
my heart was monitored, all my vitals. I had a lot of scans. Yeah, because when it happened, they started injecting me when I went into shock with a lot because they're trying to reverse it, but you cannot reverse chemo. So it was pretty bad, but I made it through.
So for a novice like me, what is chemo doing when they're
It shrinks your cancer.
what is the actual material or the substance that they're putting into your body?
It depends, right? It depends what cancer it is. There's so many different types of chemo out there, and that all depends. I was on 2. I got the Red Devil and the Taxol. Those were for the cancer in 2019 that I got. But if you have a different kind of cancer, you'll get a different type of chemo.
And that is just the aggressive way to go at a cancer that is aggressively pretty much trying to destroy your body. You're fighting fire with fire.
Yeah. It did shrink the size of the baseball to, a good size. And then they still had to remove it. But, yeah.
I'm still stunned by you got what you were supposed to get in 4.5 hours and 45 minutes. Could you tell something was wrong pretty quick?
I was on the phone with my friend, and I was like, hey, because I never ever wanted anybody to stay with me because it's a waste of everybody's time. I'm like, I sleep,
Sure.
just do your thing. And I called, I was like, hey, can you come pick me up? And my friend was like, that's not right. I just left. And that's when I started not making any sense. And that's when I started going into shock.